Welcome back to the Growing Band Director Podcast. This is episode number 95, where we're discussing listener-recommended literature from our Facebook group. This is part 4, I believe. This is from beginning band, which is considered 0.5, all the way up to 3 or 3.5. So we're not getting into the really hard stuff, but this is a lot of tried and true music that many educators around the country think that is important to their programs. So we're releasing 10 more on this episode. You'll hear the entire piece mainly, and then a little bit of commentary on each one from me, but not too much. So as you probably recognize, that first piece is a grade 2 arrangement by Michael Sweeney, probably the best writer out there, on Pictures at an Exhibition by Mussorgsky. Again, a great chance for those kids to play that music at a grade 2 level. The next piece is brought to us by Tom. Thank you, Tom. It's a grade 1.5, again by Michael Sweeney. This is a piece called A Gathering at the Glen. And what it is basically a 3-part Scottish piece with music that you'll probably recognize, again, at a grade 1.5 level. So here's The Gathering at the Glen by Michael Sweeney. The next piece of music we're going to listen to is recommended to us by Matt. Thanks, Matt. This is by Hugh Stewart. It's a grade 3. We're going to have another Hugh Stewart, I think, on next week's literature episode as well. This is called 3 Airs from Gloucester. This is actually, as most of you will know, this is a long-standing piece at the grade 3 level, even though I would call it more like a 3.5 to get it really good. It's just a piece that takes a lot of cleaning, but it's really great traditional band music. And again, it's by Hugh Stewart, and it's grade 3. So let's check it out. That piece, as you might have seen on the score if you're watching this on video, is also available as a flex band piece as well. So I've done it with the original version, but it's now available as a flex band as well. The next piece we're going to listen to is by one of the most prolific writers out there, Brian Balmages. This was represented to us by Colleen. It's a beginning band piece, so listed at grade 0.5, called Midnight Sky. Such pretty writing for the beginning band level. The next piece is by Brian Balmages. This is represented to us by Chris. It's a grade 2.5, and this is a piece I plan on using with one of my groups next year. This is called Marche Diabolique. Such a cool piece. I like how contemporary that is. The next piece is by Ryan Nolan. This was recommended to us by Tom. It's called City at Dusk. And for anybody who uses the Standard of Excellence series, this is Red Book, page 20, where this corresponds to City at Dusk. Our next piece is brought to us by Will. It's by Naoya Wada. It's a grade 0.5, so another beginning band piece. This is called Impulse Power. We have two more pieces left. Our next piece is called Shadow Cove March by Randall Standridge. This is a grade 2. And if you like this, he actually has a number of other marches in this grade series that work really well. So here's Shadow Cove March by Randall Standridge. Final piece of music is by the great Johann Sebastian Bach, and it's by Mollman. This is a grade 3. It's called Prelude and Fugue in B-flat major. I know a number of people might have done this. This is just a great piece of music that I find kids really, really like. There's a timpani part, and that's it for percussion. So I have taken the harmonies and done 2 mallet or 3 mallet parts that sometimes double the wind parts and sometimes will provide their own harmonic function behind. And lots of other things you can do with that. There's also a repeat of the prelude that you can do or not do to make it a little bit shorter, but it really works well for phrasing, independence, blending of parts, and all that stuff. So hope you enjoyed this last one, Prelude and Fugue in B flat. We sincerely appreciate you taking your valuable time and listening to the Growing Band Director podcast. Your students are very lucky to have a band director like you. If you have any suggestions for episode topics or think you have an area of expertise to share on a show with us, please reach out. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to help spread the word, please give us a 5-star review and tell your band director friends to subscribe as well. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, our YouTube channel, and wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks for listening to The Growing Band Director. See you next week.